Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. And look at that for a beautiful day, guys. Spring is here at last. And guys, welcome to our end of April Cacti and Succulent Plant Polytunnel collection. And before I start, I just want to thank everybody so much for all of your incredible support and all of your comments and likes on the channel and your continued support. It means a lot. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And this is going to be a two-part series. This is going to be the second part of the first part, which should be on at the same time as this video, will be our indoor cacti and succulent houseplant collection, which is all the ones we've got indoors, including a lot that are going to be coming out here that we were overwintering still. And this is purely our polytunnel collection. And as you can see, there's a lot of space here. So we're in the middle of, normally looks a lot tidier than this. We're in the middle of, as you can see here, taking a lot of plants in and out of the polytunnel. And most of the plants in the certainly the cacti succulents in the indoor house are going to be coming out into the polytunnel. We're about a month behind because it's the end of April the 30th today. But normally these would have been out a month. The plants indoors would have been out a month ago, but it's been a really cold spring, so we've had to keep everything in a lot longer. And but as I say, everything is going to be rearranged the next few days. We started to take the bubble wrap off the roof the other day, and we've still got another layer to take off, but that's going to be completely coming off. And we're going to be taking all of these plants outside into the yard and rearranging everything, putting another table up here, another table there, and some tables at the back. So plants are going to be going up onto tables and shelves. And so it's going to look very different, and we'll make a video when we're doing all that, so stay tuned for the next about a week or two, hopefully, when me and Hansi get time together to actually rearrange everything. We're sort of in between, so apologies for the bit of the mess, guys. Anyway, we'll start off here, and as I say, we have some house plants here as well in the polytunnel, and these are some chlorophytums, the ones with a white striping and some with all green varieties here. And last month I did a video on an update in the polytunnel. It wasn't good news because we had a lot of things that had rotted and also just not really any signs of much happening. But this month, the difference, guys, we have so much more coming into flower. So what a difference a month makes. So it's very good news. And to start off with, we have one of our echinopsises, Camaceres, coming into bud. There's little buds forming on there already, so that is very good news. As I say, everything seems to be a bit of a month behind, but with outdoor things as well as indoor, I think the weather's just been so dull and cold this year. And there's buds forming. These are the Camaceres collection here, a few different Lobivia Camaceres hybrids. More buds coming up, so there's going to be flowers in the next few weeks. Very exciting. Buds forming on these too, so there's buds. Another buds and buds here as well, look, which is really good news. More buds, flower buds. Everyone has got flower buds, and these have the most beautiful flowers on them, guys. So I'm very happy. As you can say, I actually started to give them a bit of a water only the other day. I normally water the end of March, but again, it's been so cold. I've had to stop. I have to actually not even water any of the cacti until just the other day, but they've all fattened up really nicely, and it's sort of encouraged them now to start budding. Look at all the buds on this one. Isn't that great? It's going to be absolutely amazing flowers on these buds galore. So that's the Camaceres all budding up nicely. And this is more ones we've got here, selection of different ones, some Rhipsalis. And there's no signs of buds as such on these, but they've fattened up and responded very well to the watering, which is always a good news. They've got through the winter. And this is one of our monkey's tail, Cleistocactus Collodimonosis, the lovely big white hair on it as well. And there's there's a bud there forming. Happy days. I just noticed it, and this has only just noticed it there, guys. There is a bud forming, so that is very, very good news. I only just noticed that now, so that's just appeared. And some of the aloes as well, sort of overwintering okay here, and they have been flowering throughout the winter. And as I say, they've just cut down some of the flower stalks. This is one I cut down the other day because they're coming to the end of their flowering season now. There's a lovely fresh juicy fruit seed pod there on the Rhipsalis, and this has actually been in wonderful flower as well. I'll just show you. This has got loads of flower. These are sort of late winter, early spring flowering plants. So these are gorgeous. Look at that, little tiny white flowers. So loads of growth, which is absolutely brilliant news. The Rhipsalis there, loads of seed pods as well. So that's brilliant. And a mixture on here on this table. We've got a mixture of aloes, gasterias, and a few other things, and they seem to have got through the winter remarkable. And we have another flower forming on this one here. This is an Echinocactus, Echinocactus reichenbachii, and it looks like there's possibly another little flower bud forming there, but there's definitely one there, so that's very good news. Another flower bud forming on this one here also, which is a Matucana hybrid variety. So it's all happening. No signs of any flowers on the Rhipsalis Rhipsalis perplexa, which is a shame because this is the most beautiful pink flower display when that flowers. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It never flowered last year and it hasn't flowered this year, which I'm not sure. Gave it to water and it's all plumped up, so hopefully it may start to spur it into flower. We have one of the clyster cacti here, that's forming a bud as well, flower bud, so that is very good news. Collection of different things on here in the middle, as I say, middle of repotting some. These are the wonderful, this is actually a chlorophytum, an all green variety. And these are ones that actually I thought they were chlorophytums, but this is actually what Shane Walsh gave us, the outdoor plants, and they're going to be going outside. This is a Puntia microdays. Apologies for my croaky voice. I'm still getting over this horrible cold, so I'm having to catch my breath with this croakiness. New growth on here, new little pads starting to form. That's brilliant news. And as I say, all good news. Look at this as well. This is the there's the Astrophytum ornatum. That's forming a couple of flower buds there. And we have the Kalanchoe here. The red variety is coming into flower bud. So that is very good news. And we have here, our white spine. We're going to be repotting this one. White spined bowel cactus, commonly known as the Echinocactus grusonii. And we have another golden bigger one up there. And here we have the Sansevieria, which Shane was very kindly gifted to us. This is wonderful. We have another one that's coming into flower in our grow room upstairs as well, which is great news. And as I say, this one is a lovely Oreocereus of Honses. It seems to have overwintered very well, which is good to see. Now, here's a Trichocereus variety here. And let's show you here a collection of everything. And the good news is, guys, I have to say, those of you who follow me regularly will know that this is one of the very first cacti I ever had in my collection, and it is another Chamaecereus. It's the most common one, which is the Chamaecereus silvestrii, and it was covered in mealybug attack, and I had to completely dissect it, treat it with isopropyl alcohol. And I also treated it with a solution of neem oil, which I thoroughly sprayed the plant after it as well. And I'm pleased to say, no sign of any mealies. But the better news than that is, it's actually got flower buds. There's flower buds forming on this as well. So that's very good news. Another one there. There's one down there too. Another one down there, which is really good news. I watered it, it's battened up a treat, and the same with this one too, so it's very good news. So that's recovered remarkable. And here we have one of my Rhipsalidopsis, commonly known as the Easter cacti, in full bud. And this is very good news because it's absolutely loaded, and I mean loaded with flower buds. So that is going to be a remarkable flower show when that flowers. And here we have a selection of a few different ones in the bowl. I'm going to be rearranging that because it's a bit overgrown. Here we have one of the lovely ferrocacti, and Trichocereus bridgesii, commonly known as the penis cactus for sort of obvious reasons, guys. And here we have a mixture of agaves, all doing very well here. And look at this, guys. This here is a Gasteria variegated variety. And I mean, not only is it beautiful the way it's variegated, but it's coming into flower, which we are really excited about. It's flowering the first time for us, and that is just remarkable. So there is a lot more happening this month, and the difference a month makes is unbelievable. And here we have a Haworthia here. This here is coming into flower bud as well, which is really exciting, as you can see. And we have a selection of, these are the little Apuntias that I grew from seed, Apuntia humifusers. And I watered these for the first time the other day, and they've fattened up. As I say, they go very wrinkly, which is normal for them to do that when they overwinter. This is how they protect themselves from the cold, and they're so remarkable, aren't they? Gorgeous, guys. And here's a selection of everything. And flower buds here. This is cuttings of my Aporo cactus, Malisonii, and as you can see, lovely flower buds forming on there, which is really exciting to see. That doesn't look like it's doing too well by the colour of it, but these are all little Echinopsis, subunidata little babies. They're doing very well. And this is one of my Ocotillo crown of thorns, and it's natural for them to lose their leaves when they're kept dry. So I gave this a water the other day, and I can actually see signs of new little growth buds, leaf buds I should say, forming around the edges, so it's responding well. So that should all be in full leaf hopefully in the next few days. The next few weeks. Another Astrophytum nudum here, which is a lovely completely spineless version. Looks like it possibly could be forming a flower bud, but I'm not too sure about that. But it's fattened up nicely when I gave it a water the other day, so everything's doing very well here. Espostoa here, and forming a little pup there, and another one at the base. And this one here again is the commonly known as the Old Man Cactus, which this is doing very well too. And so glad to see everything is looking so much better than last year. Now this is also good news, lots more coming into buds here too. These are some more of the Camacereus varieties here. There are only a lot of the younger seedlings and that, and the Rebutia, but they're starting to form tiny little flower buds as well, just around the edges on these here, which is good. And hopefully there's another to show you. It's very difficult to get the MacLeod to show you the buds because they're just literally starting to come through little tiny red spots. But next month I'm sure will be a lot more to show you with the flowers. And here there's a new growth on our little Opuntia Polycanthia, which is a lovely little hairy variety, very winter hardy variety there. So that's good to see new growth on that. So they're doing remarkable. I just show you, this is wonderful news down here too. We have our Epiphyllum Acamanii, and they are all coming into flower bud. Again, normally this will be flowering at this time of year. It's all a bit delayed later. But the good news is it's all coming into bud now. Flower buds there. A lot of flower buds all along the stems here as well, which is very good to see. And just show you here, difficult to sometimes get the macro to show you, but it's coming into bud, which is the most important thing. And a lovely a lovely seed pod ready to harvest, full of seeds. Look at that lovely colour. It's still a little bit firm, so not quite ready to harvest yet, but probably only be a few days before that be soft enough to harvest. And I'll make a video when I harvest the seed from this Epiphyllum. It's going to be incredible, guys. As I say, that should be coming into lovely flowers soon. And here we have some incredible daturas that Hansi has grown from seed. And guys, these are gorgeous. They have the most amazing flowers. I don't know whether you're familiar with them. They're a bit like Brugmansia. They're like big trumpet, beautiful flowers. So these are going to be remarkable. And these seeds were gifted to us by beautiful Olga from Olga's Dreamland. So thank you, Olga. Links up above to Olga's channel. If you're not familiar with Olga, then you need to be, because she has an amazing channel with beautiful plants and cacti and succulents, and she's blessed to be living in sunny Greece too. So Olga, you see that the seeds you gave us, as you can see, they're doing well. We have some more in the grow room as well upstairs. So Hansi's a master at sowing from seed, and this is one of our tubiflora, Kalanchoe tubifloras here. It has the little babies all around the top here. Great. Now these are other seedlings that's about 2 years old. We have a mixture here of Corypanther cacti seedlings, Loberia cacti seedlings, and some Trichoceros pachanoi seedlings here. All really cute. They've done well in the polytunnel as well. We just gave them a water the other day, and they've nicely fattened up too. And here we have a mixture of some that are doing mostly very good. See, there's a big gap there where we've had to be in the middle of rearranging everything. So Trichoceros pachanoi and Scopicola plants here. We have some geranium pelargoniums here, which are very healthy looking. And here, this is beautiful Hansi's Notocactus Leningausii, or Progen Leningausii. And here we have Scopicolas, which seem to be doing well here. Mixture, as you can see, this big tall giant here is what Hans grew from seed 43 years ago, can you believe it, guys? A Trichocereus, and that's overwintered amazingly. They're very cold hardy too. And everything, you know, all the big giants that we've got here. We've got some Pachycereus pringlei. That's overwintered very well. As I say, the trick is to be keeping them as dry as possible when you're overwintering plants, especially in a more damp climate as we have here in Ireland. This one is recovering well. That got a bit damaged and it's got new growth coming through. So things are coming into growth, which we are very happy about. Big a big Trichocereus pachanoi there. Now, it is just remarkable, guys, to see so much. It's so much different from last month, and a lot of the Opuntias here. We have a collection, everything here. Now under the plant table here, we have all the different types of plant pots, so it's easy for us to work out when it comes to potting on. We have them all in size order. And then we have another plant table here where we have, again, lots more happening here. The really good news, we have lots more. The plants have responded very well to the watering too. And to show you here, we have some little flower buds. I don't really can see, it's difficult to get the macros. Little flower buds coming up on this one here as well, little tiny pink flower buds, so that's very good news. And here we have some amazing flower buds here, which is very, very, very exciting. This is our Echinocereus cacti here, loads and loads, packed with flower buds all along the stems, and these have the most amazing trumpet pink-like flowers, guys. So very happy to see these coming into bud this year, and with so many buds as well. Really, really good news. And here we have this one. Sadly, looks like it's definitely died. This is one of Hans's, which is very sad because it was quite a rare one to get. So that did not do well, but out of the amount of plants we have had overwintering, the majority of them have done very well, because we've now got flower buds here on one of our parodias. 3 little flowers, buds there starting to form, so more flower buds there, very exciting indeed. And here doesn't seem to be any more flower buds on these as yet on this side. But it's good to see everything now is starting to wake up. Now this is a collection of our mostly succulents on this side here. These are obviously cacti. These are our Parodia magnificas. We have a collection of them. Now that is actually a seed pod from last year, so that's not a new flower. That possibly could be seed in there, which is going to be good news. But there's flower buds on here, which is very, very good news, guys, as you can see there on this one. So that is more flower buds. And here, these are the cacti at the back. All seem to be doing pretty good. Now, these are the succulents, and this is the very good news, guys. First of all, we have one of our aloes here, an aloe hybrid here in big bud. Look at that big, juicy bud, guys. Woo! And here we have the most amazing sedum that Karina from Fifi channel gifted to us as a cut-in a couple of years ago now, and it has the most amazing flower buds on it now. That's going to be in flower very soon. So Karina, I'm very excited. So stay tuned for a video when this flowers. And these are all our other selection here of succulents. And the Echeverias, look at that, guys. This is the Echeverias here, all in coming into bud and flower. So stay tuned for future video of these. Again, more flower buds on the Echeverias. There's so much happening. Really, really exciting. And they seem to be doing well. More Graptobatellium flower buds forming on them too. I have a few more on the floor here, as I say, we're in the middle of sorting things out. Now this is our bulbine that has 2 lovely big flower buds on it here. So the bulbine, that's very good to see that doing so well. And here we have a selection of a few different things. The monkey puzzle trees, they've overwintered amazingly. They've got new little growth coming on them there. We're happy to see the carnivorous plants as well. I trimmed a lot of the old growth back. They're all coming into growth, all starting to regrow again, because they sort of go back into a bulb and start to regrow. Loads of new growth coming up there, so they're doing okay, starting up in growth. Here as well, we have some more things here in there, and look at this, guys. This is really exciting. This is a Kalanchoe Wendy, and look at that most amazing flower bud, guys. And on there, isn't it a beautiful colour? And this is the first time that this has flowered for me. There's a tiny little opening of a little flower there, but that is just gorgeous. That is going to be the most amazing flowers when it opens. So stay tuned, guys, for video on this beauty when it flowers also. And we have all of the some of this Rhipsalis is packed with flower buds. Packed. As you can see, they're all flower buds all along the edges. So that is very, very good news. I mean, look at that as well. All flower, tiny little flowers. And we have here Also flowers on the Graptopetalum, or buds I should say, on the Graptopetalum. So loads of buds there. So there's so much going on, guys. Really unbelievable difference between last month. But these, just look at the buds. Aren't they gorgeous? And then we have a plant stand here where we have some aeniums. They're all new growth, as you can see, all coming on these. Unbelievable how well everything is really doing. And this has been flowering. We're cutting that flower off now. This one I've tugged down because it was hanging up in the basket. I'm going to be repotting this one into a hanging basket. So very good, guys. And just take a bit back so you can see a little bit more here. More aeniums in here as well, and a collection of crassulas, new growth as well. Look, all the new little growth all coming on these. Lovely big aloes here. This is Hans's big aloe vera. Beautiful, doing very well as well. And as I say, apologies for the bubble wrap, we're moving everything out. This is my big Schlumbergera truncata. That has been flowering on and off practically for months. And it's finally come to the end of its flowering, as you can see. And that is going to be, can we give this a good water? It looks a little bit wilted at the moment, but probably repotting this one on as well. And look at this, a Graptopetalum full of buds as well and flowers. That is incredible. And I'm going to show you this as well. Another Rhipsalis here, full of buds. Buds galore. Buds, really exciting. And here, loads of buds. Very good news. So there's going to be next month's video, I think there'll be a lot of flowers, which is going to be remarkable. And I'll just show you some of the other epiphyllums I've got as well. They are coming, no signs of buds on these epiphyllums at the moment, but we have some Rhipsalidopsis there, also buds. And the good news is here, we have the other Rhipsalidopsis, the other Schlumbergera truncata that was flowering at Christmas, still in bud, by the way. It's on and off flowering. And I did try pollinating a few. Look, we have seed pods forming already here. Seed pods, as you can see, there's seed pods forming, so that's very good news. And we have a wonderful big seed pod there on the orange Brazil Schlumbergera, which is the lovely big thick-leaved orange flowering, thick-leaved variety, and the lovely orange flowering variety has a lovely big seed pod. I'm really pleased about that. So they are doing very good, and I'm just so happy to see so much coming into bud. And I'll just show you what we've got in the epiphyllums coming into bud. Here there are some buds forming on here. I don't know if I can get the macro on because they're really just starting, I noticed, to just slowly come up along the edges, but I'll just try and see if I can show you a better angle here where I can show you where it's coming up into bud. Yeah, this is better. You can see that one there, lovely big bud coming up on there, which is wonderful. And a little, see what they start to form flowers along the edges there, just slightly where they're coming to bud. So that's going to be very exciting. Epiphyllum flowers are the most beautiful of the cacti world, guys. Really, along with Echinopsis, I believe, they're the most beautiful. And here we have our Porocactus, Porocactus flagelliformis. More buds as well on there, which is wonderful to see. Lots of buds forming, very exciting. And there's a few more as well on here, I noticed. He's just trying to get the macro. Yep, there's another one there. Little flower buds, that's the most beautiful pink flowers on this, so that's very exciting to see this coming into bud as well. So much is happening. You can really see everything taking off now, which is very good news. And as I say, next month there should be a lot more coming into flower. And to show we have got some more buds on the epiphyllums here as well, if you can see. There's one also coming up there too, which is very exciting. And as I say, stay tuned for a future video. Oh, more buds on there, I've just noticed on here. Look like it's going to be the white flowering Rhipsalidopsis. Very excited. Stay tuned for a future video in the probably next week or two of us moving a lot of these plants around and bringing most of the cacti and succulents that are in the indoors now at the moment back into the polytunnel for the spring and summer. And the reason why we have some in the house for the winter is that they're not all cold hardy. They need a minimum of 10. And as I say, we have a heater in this polytunnel that we put on during the cold nights during the winter to keep it at a minimum of about 5 degrees Celsius, but ideally it keeps to around about 7 Celsius. So that sort of stops a lot of the plants from coming into harm, but ones that are not cold hardy in any form have to stay in the house. And it's going to be so wonderful to get them back into the polytunnel so they're going to get maximum daylight and we get our house back again. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the indoor, the indoor of the polytunnel collection. I'll just show you what we've got going on outside here. This is our little backyard. We have a few succulents, mainly outdoor succulents that grow on the wall here with some crystals around them, and they seem to be doing very well here. Another Nepenthes, I've just put him out this morning to get some sunshine here, and they seem to be doing a lot more little collection of mainly outdoor ones, and a few here. We have some oaks that we are propagating here, some that we've got from all different parts of the world. They seem to be doing very well. And here we have the little apple tree that we potted up the other day that I've grown from seed, flourishing in its new pot. Some strawberries there, and also this lovely outdoor bromeliad that we were gifted too. So all very good. So guys, look at that day. I'm going to go and enjoy that day now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as I say, watch the other video of our indoor collection too, which will be on at the same time as this one. Links up above to that video. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power, as always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys, bye.